Welcome in, race fans. This is Jason with First Gear Network, bringing you live coverage of FGR Friday Night Clash ARCA Series. This is round number 2 of the season here at Phoenix Raceway.
Hey,
We've still got about 20 minutes left of practice here before we get to qualifying. We've got a good amount of cars on track right now. We've got 21 cars registered for tonight's event so far. There's still time for drivers to join, so things could get even busier tonight on this shorter track. Not a short track technically, but definitely shorter than last week's Daytona race. Last week's winner, Alex Fuller, brought home the checkered flag in the ARCA series. I'm going to test something. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We're going to see. Let's see if it still works. Hey, it still does. Point standings after round 1 at Daytona. So Alex Fuller was our big winner. He walked away with 41 points and the points lead. Ben Summerford, Kyle Heath, Taylor Curtin, Cole Snyder round out the top 5 so far in points, and that's just after one race. So still a lot to happen here in this season, a lot of racing to be had. But that is our current point standings. For our 20, we have 23 that raced, and then we had 3 provisionals that were collected after last week's race. So should be an interesting event tonight. Pull up our practice speed charts.
Hey, welcome in Friday Night Clash, y'all. Meet me at the end of pit road for a pit party. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's almost clash time. Not really, but
kind of a little skewed at the top. I did run a couple practice laps when the lobby opened just to see what the car was going to feel like and get an idea for fuel and tires and stuff. So the 63. Chase McGuire is our fastest on the track with a 26.414. Cole Snyder's been fast. Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Andrew Groves. We see roughly just under a second gap between second there at Chase McGuire and Ivan Deschamps in 20th. So the times will probably get tighter as guys get more comfortable with the track. And I think we're at 20 that have made a lap, if I recall correctly. Yes, we have. Don't know if it'll have a split for me for tonight. We'll put that on there just in case. Again, the ARCA series race info for tonight.
no pit party, pit party, pit
Again,
party.
track length 1.01 miles. Track temperature is 72 degrees. Ambient temp 68, so not an extremely hot night. Track should have a decent amount of grip in it. Noticed in early part in practice, turns 1 and 2 were a little hairy under load, under power with these cars, so a little loose. So a little more traction for these cars may come in as the track rubbers in tonight. We got 28% humidity with partly cloudy skies here at night with an 8-mile-an-hour breeze. So nothing too detrimental to the handling of these cars other than just trying to find and hold on to grip. So that'll be the big thing. We do run the configuration of the Phoenix with the dog leg at the start-finish line. Right after the start-finish line, you can cut the dog leg there, and that is open and available. So we'll see a lot of that tonight.
I'm at the end of pit road. Meet me there.
These guys are getting ready for a pit party, it looks like. So we will tune in on. Let's find a good camera shot, and there isn't one. So 33 is getting some interested parties to line up together.
Okay, let's
come
roll,
out on
let's
track.
roll, let's roll.
Should be an interesting race tonight. These ARCA cars are
what team is it showing me running?
really fun to drive. I hear no one on video.
What was that, Nolan?
Nolan, I got you in a silver number 5 Quaker State.
Shit. Do the refresh trading paint to see if that fixes it. It did for me. I don't know why it didn't update before I loaded in, but
Copy that. It looks like we're back in time where we didn't have color TVs with how grayed out it looks. I am refreshing currently. I'll let you know as soon as it pops.
Hey up, guys. Testing, testing.
We got you, Aaron.
Good, good. I'm just having a bottle of water.
Have an extra one for me, too.
Mike, did that get you loose?
Nolan, just so you know, it did update correctly. You're good.
alright, thanks. Sorry about that.
All right, back to the track. This little pit party. Oh, we got cars crashing. Cars getting around others. Craziness ensues. That is Phoenix. That turn 2 coming on that skinny backstretch. That's where we're going to see a lot of trouble
like,
tonight.
Another league that we're in.
So this ought to be interesting. Robert, how are you doing tonight? I see you in chat. Sorry, not trying to ignore you. Just trying to make sure I got everything ready to go. But good to have you with us watching. Hopefully the Geminator got the blinking cured up and won't take the blinking championship in tonight's race, and hopefully has a better result on track tonight. Let's check in. Is he on track? I don't believe so. Let's going to take a look. Oh, he is coming out off pit road right now. Good looking 19 car.
Oh no, Kyle.
More and more drivers joining in. The
Michael,
list is getting
you
longer.
dead,
Let's see, what are we sitting at for time? We've still got 12 minutes left of practice. I feel like we could just put a camera in turn 2 tonight and probably catch a lot of the action. There's the 2 of Ben Summerford. Good looking paint scheme. He always brings a sharp looking car to the track. About the 83, Zachary Meredith. What a great looking paint scheme. Love the colors on that. It is going to be a great race tonight. I am excited for this one.
This time, 2 bits.
77, Nolan Mills. Got the reverse orange and black. Looking good. Great scheme. Who else is on track? There's Mark Owlett. The 80, little rescue. How about the 65, Nicholas? Out here on track. Coors Light on that one. Good looking paint scheme. There's the 66 of Todd Smith and the 7 of Ivan Deschamps.
Just be mindful of putting out that dog leg and tapping the outside wall.
I heard only wankers hit the outside wall.
Well, don't watch me.
66.
I'm gonna go wank one right now.
Todd Smith to the top of the board, 26.375.
Well, if I hit it 10 more times, I'm going to have to pay property tax on it.
There's Chase McGuire, 63.
Don't be the wanker that hits that outside wall and comes back down into somebody.
You don't know my life.
Michael Moquin in the 5. Got a lot going on that paint scheme where it makes the number harder to see, but it's there. Got the reflective shine to it when the lights hit it just right. Good looking paint scheme. Love it. Looked at Zachary. How about, here we go, the 18 of Daniel Butler. Bazooka, tops. Good looking paint scheme. He raced this one last week. Really great scheme. Hope to see it most of the season. It's a sharp paint. And then I don't think anybody else is on track that we haven't seen yet. Oh, there's the 24, Joshua O'Brien. Another good looking paint scheme. DuPont 24. Always putting out a fresh paint. Seems like week in and week out. Let's see, just looking through. So we've got 20 drivers that recorded time on track so far. We've got 22 registered to race. Aaron McDonald, Jared Van Sluten, and Logan Boone have not hit the track just yet. So that's actually, sorry, I can't count with a darn. That's you gotta take me out of it. So yeah, 22 drivers total. 19 that are racing tonight have made a lap. Like I said, my test laps were just early just to get a feel for the track and the car. And we'll see how tonight's event goes. Being a mile track, you know, a lot closer confines. That backstretch is narrow compared to the front stretch and the dog legs. So when you get some really tight racing and get a car sideways there, that backstretch really thins out. It can be a bit of a handful for drivers to navigate when there's an incident. So we could see a lot of pileups right here in this area where these two cars are now. And then it opens back up into turn 3 here, and we'll actually jump on board, ride with the 63. Cheesy designs on the hood. Got more drivers on track. We'll go back to taking a look at some other cars here.
I'm sorry about
Well,
that.
we've got a
I
chance.
guess that's the problem with checking the dog road.
Edwin James is on track.
Ah,
Knock knock, number 8. Logan Boone is on track now in the 28. Hoosier tire.
Okay.
Great looking color scheme there. Taylor Curtin's on track.
Oh, Andrew, you're a closet, and I can't finish the rest of it, so.
O'Reilly on the side of that car, on the hood as well.
I'll play, I don't care.
No.
But we're trying not to be demonetized.
Please no. Please no.
Try to make money for the league.
There's the 87. I talked to Patrick earlier and also last night after the Thursday Night Thunder race. He just bought Phoenix. He hasn't raced this newer layout in iRacing. He's raced the Legacy track, but not this one. So he's familiar with it, but this is he just purchased the track today. So he's getting his first laps on the track and getting comfortable and familiar with it. Let's see, anybody else we haven't seen yet? Trevor Benz and on call. Boom. There's that turn 2, getting loose, puts it in the wall. Back to, let's see, there's Andrew Groves in the 19, the Jiminator. Currently P6 on the speed charts. Cole Snyder, I think we saw him a little bit earlier. There's Todd Smith. I think we're in for a treat tonight. Looks like it hid my track map on me. I didn't even realize it. Sorry about that. We are at the 5-minute mark left here in practice. There's the 4 parked right in front of the camera. Looks like he got loose out of turn 2 there. Getting kind of league information for the Friday Night Clash series. We do run 100% fuel limit in the cars, 3 sets of tires in the pits, 1 fast repair for each driver. There's the halfway caution. No points are scored there, but it is the halfway break like ARCA does in real life. And then if we need be, there's 3 green-white checkers at the end of the race, which we've seen enough of at Daytona last week, and even last night we saw one. So let's see if we can make it to the end here. And maybe not have to use that, but we might have to.
I didn't. That's okay. No problem.
And again, the field is still okay. We're still at 22 drivers for tonight's race. So Jarrett and Aaron have not made a lap yet. That's still a good-sized field for Phoenix in race 2 of the season. Field is still right around that 2nd mark between everybody, first to last on the speed chart. Todd Smith has found more speed, got down to a 26.301, so he'll be shooting for that pole tonight. See the 19 and 1 and 2 here running a little bit higher on entry and then kind of cutting it down, getting a straighter exit. You see the rear end of that car is, you know, it's on the edge. It's definitely wanting to rotate. Even here going into 3 and 4, oh, you can see him kind of fighting with the steering. Oh, it snapped on him. Hitting to the wall. Damage to the right front. Don't want to see that happen come race time. Practice is okay. We still got 2 minutes 40 seconds remaining. Looks like Todd Smith may be going out to see if he can better himself. In his Dodge Challenger Chevy SS combination with the headlights and taillights on that car. Definitely loose out of turn 2 there. With that dog leg. Oh, into the outside wall. Oh, and there was a car there. It's like the 3. Jareth Van Sluten did not have a good time getting his first laps on track with just a minute and a half left to practice, so it's going to be rough for the number 3. 19 doing a
3 has been disposed of. I repeat, the 3 has been disposed of.
I guess we better go back and take a look at that. And here it is, the 3's coming on track, thinking about it, and disposed of by the 5. Thank you, sir.
He didn't even make it a lap.
I mean, he's driving the 3 car. He doesn't even need any practice. He's going to go out there and just qualify right on pole. Right, Jareth?
Nope.
All right, practice is coming to an end. Just 7 seconds left really here before we get to qualifying. And we're going to see 22 cars qualifying for tonight's race. As things get reset, we'll see who jumps out on track first. Congrats to Todd Smith on being the fastest in practice there. Great lap again by Mr. Highside himself. Let's take a look. Who's going to be the first one to get rolling? Looks like Nolan can be the first one out on track in the 77. Again, this is a 2-lap qualifying session. We have some other drivers coming out on track. 4 currently. Nolan's coming down into turn 3 now. He's going to get the green flag to start his qualifying run. Lou's coming up out of that dog leg. It's bouncy down there. The transition can get the car a little unhappy, certainly on cold tires. I feel like it's going to do the same the longer the run too, so you got to take care of your stuff down there for sure. Right down to the yellow line in 3 and 4. He's going to put the first time lap up. He's going to set the bar. Nolan Milnes. 26.644. We're going to have some more names popping up here. Chase McGuire, 26.8. Taylor Curtin, 27.2. Mark Ellett, 27.1. See if Nolan can better that second lap. I felt like the second and third laps in these cars were better, so I feel like we're going to see improvements on lap 2. Yeah, 6.31, a little bit better. Cole Snyder with a big first lap, 26.689. Chase McGuire gets P1 provisionally, 26.614. The battle for the top spot going back and forth here. Now we'll see with the 42. He ran a really good first lap. See if he can improve it enough to have a chance at pole. Right on that yellow line down in 3. Up to the wall and at the line. No, a little bit slower on the second lap. Was not able to improve. Patrick just came across the board there. P5. Good lap for Patrick. 26.855. Got Ivan Deschamps. He's on his second lap. Currently P8. See what he gets for his first lap here. Or second lap, sorry. Out of turn 4. Did not. Oh, he did better. 27.2. Here's the 64. Aaron McDonald on track. He's about to complete his first lap. It's going to put him. Did not score, or did it? Did not see it bump him up the leaderboard. Edwin James did, though. He went to P6 with a 26.979. Aaron may have touched the wall in the first lap, so it didn't count it possibly. So we'll see what he does here in his second lap. Arcs in high into 3 and then cuts down low across the stripe. 28.148. The 33 of Trevor Benz, last night's winner in the Thursday Night Thunder season opener at Daytona. Got that momentum from that big win. See if he can carry it over into tonight's race. And he just took the green flag for his run. So Zachary Meredith up to P3 on his first lap. Great lap by him, 26.669. Following Trevor here on this first lap. Zachary Meredith to the pole, 26.564. Let's check that out. There he is, the 83. Flying. Great lap. Trevor Benz, P5, lap number 1. Follow along out of turn 2 here. Oh, he touches the wall. That's going to take that lap and throw it away. Still a good first lap for Trevor. Should put him favorably in the field on the top half of qualifying, but I felt like he definitely was trying to get a little bit more out of it there. Felt like he had some more time to gain. Number 18, Daniel Butler. Let's see, first lap P10, 27.098. He used that dog leg there, so he's trying to carry a little bit more speed. Runs a little high in 3 and 4 here, or 1 and 2. Sorry, I still get these corners mixed up. And down the backstretch to turn 3. See, runs that second groove. Up close to the wall. There he goes, 26.8, P8 for Mr. Butler. Takes him down to P9 as Kyle Heath has gone P4. Joshua O'Brien. That's P7 for Mr. O'Brien.
It's Freaky Fast Friday.
Jared Van Sluten just crossed the line and went, that's P13. Let's see. Kyle Heath, P2. Joshua O'Brien, P5 on their second lap. So both improved. Ben Summerford is on his first lap. Coming across the line here. Let's see where he goes on the board. P16. You should be able to still join during qualifying, Jonathan. I thought it still allowed you to join during qualifying. So not certain on that. Unless that's iRacing hasn't fixed that. Lap number 2 for Mr. Summerford. See, can he improve here? He does. 26.819 in the 2 car, up to P8. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I guess they closed it when practice ends now. Again, and they used to have it open during qualifying, but looks like they've changed that result. My apologies. Douglas Ross in the 15 has run his first lap P17 on the charts. Crossing the line, I think his second lap may improve for him. Let's see where he goes. P14 for the 15 car, 27.162.
All right, well, real quick, gentlemen, I just want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. We do have the dog leg open. You're free to use it, but it's up to you to merge safely back up into traffic. So if you're coming up from the bottom and causing incidents, it's going to be a good night for you.
Actually, I'll wait till we're done here.
He's fixing the setting, boys, and he'll be right back to the announcement.
Andrew Groves is going to qualify. He's in 11th. Let's see, lap 2. Oh, that looked good coming out of 4 there. A little bit better, yeah. Up to P6. Good lap for Andrew. Good starting position there provisionally. Now we've got Todd Smith about to finish his first lap. He was the fastest in practice, so I expect this second lap to be the lap. And yep, he's right against that, cutting all that dog leg. Big bump back onto the track. Try not to
running on me more
overdrive entry. Good rotation there. Looks good. It looks fast. Down into turn 3, right against the yellow line, and a little bit up, half a car length up. And then all the way to the wall. Where does he go? P1, 26.327 for Mr. Highside. Logan Boone on track. He's completed his first lap. He's P21 on the charts.
Okay, now that I'm on the correct channel, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. This is race 2 of the ARCA season on Friday Night Clash.
Logan in the 28 moves up to P20. P20.
So if you go down there, you're free to use it, but it's up to you to merge safely back into traffic. Don't be causing incidents doing that. Use your head, or it'll be a bad night for you. Thank you.
Just a reminder to catch on to what Edwin was saying there with the dog leg. Make sure on starts and restarts, do not drop below the yellow line and change lanes before the start-finish line. I know that dog leg looks enticing, but make sure you're past the start-finish line before you're dropping down there on these starts and restarts. Thank you, guys.
Also, halfway break will be lap 75. We will not be closing the pit. So halfway break 75, the pits will not close. So when the caution comes out, we're going to pit like normal.
And just to make sure everybody's clear, that is the completion of lap 75. Once fifth place is crossed the line, the yellow will be thrown automatically by the app. So it's all controlled. So good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun tonight. All right, so let's shorten that up for a second. Let's go and take a look at our starting lineup. There's our starting lineup for tonight's race. Again, 150 laps. Todd Smith on pole, Zachary Meredith on the outside of the front row. Then you got Kyle Heath, Chase McGuire, row 2, Nolan Mills, Joshua O'Brien on row 3. Got the 19, Andrew Groves and Cole Snyder on row 4. Trevor Benz, Ben Summerford, row 5. Michael Moquin, Patrick Rauritz in row 6. And if it will go to the next page, there we go. Daniel Butler and Edwin James share row 7. Mark Owlett, Douglas Ross on row 8.
Get that music going.
Jared Van Sluten, Ivan Deschamps, row 9. Taylor Curtin, Logan Boone, row 10.
I'm enjoying it.
Nicholas and Aaron on row 11. And then I'm not in the race. I'm just counted on the grid because I joined into the lobby. But that is our field and our starting lineup for tonight's race. Let's go racing. I'm excited. Field is all getting set up here. By the way, congrats on the pole there, Todd. Hell of a lap.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Wow.
We're waiting on me. I'm not gridding up, so they have to wait the full 2 minutes. Curse of me being in the lobby. We make everybody wait 2 minutes. There we go. Now we should be ready to start rolling.
Hey, Jason, might ever show up on my car?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all good, Todd.
Thank y'all.
Pace car's up and off, and then it'll drop right back down out of turn 2 because pit entry's out of turn 2 there. So not much time behind the pace car to start this race for the drivers as we get ready to go 150 laps here. Did I hear DQ?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
No, I'm not letting you get off that easy.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
All right, so the start of the race is on the flag, man.
Let's go racing, boys. Good luck.
66 is a little bit ahead of the 83 here as they come into the zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. That was kind of a weird start. A lot of drivers looking to fan out all through the dog leg. We are waiting for action to happen very soon. See a car in the wall. I think that's the 63. He's got the 24. Ooh, they were almost 3 wide coming out of turn 2 there. Oh, there's a car in the wall. I think that's Logan Boone hard into the wall. Car might be damaged. Back up through the field. Oh, cars just going every which way. I can't tell what to keep my eyes on here. So many different lanes. The 19 has started his blinking contest already. Keep an eye on that as the night goes. Oh no, contact! 19 with the 33! Caution is out. Oh no, Andrew.
Correct, coming into pit road.
We're going to rewind that, take a look here, kind of watch that. And we will probably go to the chase cam. See the 33, the 19, and the 24. 3 wide out of turn 2 here. Looks like the 19 trying to hold serve, but giving a lot of room to the outside. The 33 slides up, contact with the 19, and then they kind of merge together, but the 19 gets loose from that contact, clips the 24, and the 19 spins. Both the 33 and 24 carry on, and the 19 goes for a pirouette, and this is that part of the track I was talking about. Look at the 2 with the avoidance to get around Andrew. And then does he release it in time? Looks like he's going to keep it off the wall. Heck of a job. What a save with that spin, and all those drivers able to get around with no contact.
I don't know
That
if
could
that
have
was
been
my
tore
fault
up
or not.
calls. Craziness. That was so close.
Whoever was on the inside of me came up and smacked me.
Well, I open the floor for anybody that's ready to claim that one.
Yeah, I'll claim it.
Copy that. Got that down. Thank you, sir. Awesome save, though. That was a heck of a drive. Just well done. All right, so we will wait till they come around here. You will. Just going to have us go one more lap here just so the field can get settled in and we can get that EOL properly served, and then we'll get back to racing, boys. Thank you. All right, so now the field is all aligned.
I didn't wear socks. Damn it. I mean, dang it.
Pull up the leaderboard.
That's the only thing I got out right now, Ray.
Now we get to watch another start. Now this is a restart. Will it be contested differently than the start? Are we going to see a little bit of calm, or are we just going to see more mayhem about 3 laps in here? So let's see what happens here. As now the pace car will pull down onto pit road out of turn 2 here, and we are going to get back to racing. It's all up to the leader to keep the pace correct. Second row got the 13 and the 77 now right there. Next row is the 63 and the 24. Into the restart zone we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out. There we go. 66 with a good start. Look at them fan out. Cars everywhere. This is Phoenix. This most exciting part is this is a fun track to drive, but that dog leg offers so many different avenues, so many different lanes. You got to be so careful. It's so easy to overstep and misjudge and come up into somebody or come down. We see Todd is got the lead over Kyle Heath currently checking back. We got a lot of side-by-side racing here. Got the 63 and 77, the 42 and the 24.
Caution.
And we've got a caution. Caution is out.
Let's talk about the car real quick.
Not sure exactly what happened there. Looking. There it is.
I'm not sure if I caused that, but a car slid up from the dog leg into me.
I'm going to go back and take a look at this. We see the 19 involved, the 64 also involved.
Checking up in the dog leg.
64 runs 3 and 4 really high here. And then
Well,
right
I sure
here.
held it and fucking caused it.
Hey!
All right.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right, we got a little bit too much going on the radio here. We see the 64 then comes down a little bit and turns the 19. Front end into the wall. Heavy damage for Andrew here. So this is not the start to the night he needed.
Championship implications.
Apologies for the language that we had there over the radio.
Just a reminder, guys, we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. I'll claim that last caution that came out.
Copy that. I have 64 claimed that caution. Thank you, sir. Looks like he might have missed his pit stall. Might not have been able to get over there. Check in back up front. Tough break for Andrew. I don't know. I'm assuming fast repair's got to be used now, but I haven't seen any be used yet.
My
And
spotter
there's
did warn me there was somebody by the side of me.
64 calling over the radio there. He did get a call of somebody low. He has used his fast repair, the 64.
All I know is Andrew did not cause that.
All right, chiming back in here. Leaders coming down into
And he couldn't claim it if he tried.
3. End of line to the 64 who just happened to come off pit road, so that works out fine. There's nobody trying to get by him. Now we're resetting to go at it again. Let's keep the excitement level up, I guess. This racing is going to be crazy tonight. I can see it already. Again, Todd Smith is the control car. See the 19 Andrew Groves catching up to the field. Got a front bumper on. So got some damage repaired. Down to the restart zone we go. Green is out. Green is out. 66 gets a good start. Back down the line they come. Here they go.
Jump you did there before start.
Woo, cars everywhere. See, the 13 did not get a good start there. 66 out in front of the 83 and then the 77. Let's look a little bit further mid-pack here. Follow Andrew here for a moment. See if he can have some calm laps.
My bad. Hope I didn't. I know I was at 56 right before I got to the zone. I had to slow down just a little bit to the zone.
See if Andrew can keep it clean and just out of trouble here for a little bit. Tries to get back going here after a couple of really bad luck cautions go his way, not of his doing. So see the field split. There's some cars choosing to stay up on the track. Some are using that dog leg, cutting it. You see a lot of different lines here in 1 and 2 as well. You can really, some cars I've seen it run really closer to the wall, certainly on entry. It's harder to run close to the wall. And ooh, he's blinking. There's an air blink. Number 6 for the night. Let's check up ahead, see what's happening here on the 4 at Taylor Curtin. Currently running 13th. Side-by-side battle here. 15. Douglas Ross Jr. Now the field is starting to get a little more strung out. Not too much. There's still a lot of side-by-side battles, but it's definitely a lot cleaner than the way it started. We still see cars taking all different lines of that dog leg after the start-finish line. Bound to be crazy as we see. Oh, contact as we are watching the 4. Oh, hard into the wall, locks it down. Oh.
Really?
Close call. Let's rewind that.
Picking up other side of the dog leg.
See the 4, the 15. It looks like maybe the 15 gets a little tight there, but the 4 is coming down as well. We're going to go back a car to the 15. See it better maybe from his view. So we'll rewind just a little bit. Just tight racing. They were both kind of fighting. But the 15 had position on the 4. I really just kind of watching it here. I don't see a lot of movement in the 15. The 4 is definitely coming down. And that light door just gets the car turned.
I didn't get an X for it, but it might have been on me.
Okay, we got a radio call from the 15. Copy that, 15. You gonna go ahead and claim that one?
Yes, I'll claim that.
Thank you, sir. All right, we are back here and going live with the field. Got that claim in. I do agree, Robert. He does race better when he gets a little angry. So we'll see if the Geminator can stick it to him tonight and really get going on it here. So. And we're going to give an EOL causing a collision to the 15. That should register. It does. Yellows are so quick around here. We don't have the big track of Daytona to review everything, get to claim it. I'm trying to give you guys as much coverage as I can, so I apologize if things are short to try to make sure we're up with time and getting things together. Just trying to multitask and do as much as I can to help these series out, while being able to provide the live broadcast at the same time for you guys. So really appreciate everybody that helps make this a fun project to do, but I do want to try to make sure I'm giving as much as I can to you guys watching at home as I can to the field in the assist of the EOLs and the claimant rule and all that stuff too. So pace cars down here on turn 2. Again, we got to follow the leaders all the way around till we get to turn 4. Todd Smith still in the lead, control car. We've run 18 laps. He's led 18 laps. We've got to get all the way to lap 75 for the halfway break.
Green flag.
Green is out. 66 gets a good jump again. The control car really getting the chance to get a good start on the field. And again, cars just everywhere down the dog leg. Oh, we see contact back in the back. I think that had to deal with Trevor Benz. He should be all right. I saw him involved, and he's inside the 4, tight fit. There we go. Back a little bit further, we see the 19 trying to get to. I don't know if he's just playing patient now yet, or if it's just been that hard. I don't know how much repairs he's had to make. He hasn't used his fast repair yet. Hopefully he hasn't used any tires yet, but he has gone for a couple slides, so hopefully he's not having to conserve too much, because we know that 19 is fast. Don't expect anything else from Andrew but to be quick on track. So you see him making a move on the 87. Back up front, 66 leads the 77 and the 13. That's your top 3. Battle for 4th. Teammates, the 83 and 63, side by side into turn 2. Chevy versus Ford. The Ford on the outside may have the momentum, but that Chevy, really good corner there. Cuts up maybe in front of the 24. He thought about it. Wasn't fully there, so then he stays down low. Here comes the 24. Now the door is closed. 24 with the crossover. Going for position. Joshua O'Brien looking to the inside, and this is a battle for P5. Back and forth they battle, close confines. Jump on board, Josh and the 24 here. Thank you, Robert, appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just trying to make sure I do best for everybody. Follow along here. So right now, Josh is relegated back to 6th currently. Going to put the battle back to this 83 here shortly, it looks like, as he's trying to get a good run off of turn 2. Again, hard to get all the power down. Here, maybe a sorry by the 4. So now we see the field backed up, tight confines. Oh no, the 15 hard into the 3. That was a hard hit.
Make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
I am not sure what happened there. We just happened to be catching it. We heard the 4 come over the radio and say sorry. It looks like him and the 3 maybe had some contact here. Yep. They both went sideways, had to catch themselves.
Up dog leg.
And then down and around here, out of turn 2, down the backstretch, we just see... I don't know what we saw here. It looks like the 15.
Quick question. This is my first race here without AI. Are we calling turn 1 the same as old turn 1, or is turn 1 old 3 and 4?
Tough.
Turn 1 will be your
Tough
first
break.
turn after the start finish line.
I feel like the 15 missed the braking point.
Third tempo.
Appreciate it.
I'm not sure exactly how to call that one, but it's fortunately not my job to. So, let's get on the radio and see what we've got. All right, just coming over the radio here to check anybody going to claim that one.
I'll claim it.
Copy that. I have that one claimed for the 3 car. Thank you, sir. I love getting to watch the replay. Again, I'm not sitting in the car. I'm not running 100 different angles of it. Don't really have the time to do it to that level. But it's interesting to kind of see what I think about it and then what actually it is, I guess, for who claims it, I guess. Oh, Kayla's in the chat. Baby boy is watching Daddy on track. Josh O'Brien currently P6. Not to put any pressure on the 24 car, but Baby boy is watching you in this broadcast, so come on now, get after it. There, I'll put a little bit of pressure on him. Appreciate you chiming in, Kayla. Hope you and the kids are having a good evening. Josh is trying to battle up here. He's been in the top 6 here. He's going to restart 6 as we get ready to go green. Todd Smith still leading, 27 laps complete, and he has led all 27. We've got a host of cars right behind him that have been biting to get up there and battle for this front spot. So we'll see what kind of restart the 66 gets this time. See what happens here. Down into turn 3, into the restart zone right about here. And there we go, green, green, green. Good start by the 66. Again, being the leader on the restart gets you that. You get a good start, field spreads out. A little bit more in tune that time, and we see that gap. All right, so let's tune back in mid-pack here. We're going to watch here between the 24. He's right behind the teammates again. Looks like it's the 42 and the 83 this time. They're all together. GZ Design showing up on those guys as they are trying to work their way to the front. Got the 5 car, Michael Moklin right behind Josh there in the 24. Still side by side down into turn 1. Little tap from the 42 to the 24 going in the corner. Tight side draft here. The 42 really trying to work that inside to get by the 24. 24 doing a really good job on the outside, holding serve. Now the dog leg being used by both of them kind of evens the score. As the 42 pulls out just a little bit further. Really tight there out of turn 2. Down the backstretch.
Yeah, Andrew, if you want by, I'll let you go, but I'm just taking it easy.
All right, 24 gets a good drive into turn 3 out of 4. Looks like he might be clear, but then the 42 uses a lot of the dog leg. Feel like he's going to come back up side by side again with the 24. What a battle. Side by side, lap after lap after lap. Now looks like he's clear, and he does get down. 24 is going to hold on there to P6. Set his sights on the 83 possibly here for position. Oh, we see the 5 into the outside wall there out of turn 2. It's a tight spot when you're trying to carry as much momentum out of the corner. Oh, we see with the 24, he got really close to the wall there out of turn 4. Definitely has a fast car tonight, but there's a lot of fast cars up here to the front. So we're starting to see the front 7 create a little bit of gap. Not much, but if you look back to even, well, 8, let's count the first 8. We have a battle for 9th, the 33 to the inside of the 28. Looks like he's trying to get clear. Cuts down the dog leg early. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see, does he get clear? No, 28 carries that momentum. Here comes the 18 to the inside as well. Field is getting a little bit more stretched out now. Oh, we see the 28 scrape the wall there on the outside. He hit the wall hard on the ones at lap 1 out of turn 2 there. And now he is trying to hold on to that car. So 33 is definitely clearly got 9th, and then the battle for 10th between the 28 and 19 is really side by side. We've got the 8 right behind them looking to battle in as well. The 18 gets clear. Daniel Butler, P10. Got the 28 Logan Boone there in 11th, and then right behind them is Edwin James in the 8. And then here comes Edwin to the inside. Is he going to get to him? It looks like he'll use the dog leg as much as he can. Shallow entry down into turn 3 or turn 1, trying not to drift up and collect the 28. Good hold by the 8 there, but now the 28 has that momentum of the higher line. Oh, into the wall again. One of those hits is going to be too hard. I don't know how many these cars can take, but that is questionable.
Hey, Sparks, come up over the hood.
See the 8 using all of that dog leg, trying to get clear of the 28, but this is the hard thing to pass. That bottom it can be faster, but you don't get to carry all that momentum like the high side. Oh, and the 28 tags the wall again. That's going to slow him up enough to let the 8 by. Let's go a little bit further back here. Let's see, check in on Andrew. Currently running 15th. It's on the outside of the 2 car currently. They are battling side by side for position. Give Andrew 14th. So just slowly, methodically working his way through the field. After a couple early cautions, he got caught up in some bad luck. So trying to keep the fenders on that 19 and make it to the end of the race tonight. Andrew's doing a good job of doing that. Back up front, we do have a battle for the lead. It has been this close here for the past few laps. Kyle is there, but he hasn't made a huge attempt to try to get by the 66, trying to maybe size him up, figure out maybe where there's a weak spot to maybe make a attempt for a pass, and we have a caution. Ben Summerford has crashed. Let's go back and take a look at that. Looks like loose there out of 2. Bring up the backstretch. Uh-oh. Oh, the car looks unhappy going into the corner. No, it's the 4 and the 19 get caught up in each other. And then the 2 just trying to get on the brakes to avoid. Let's
can you catch up, please?
Let's take another look at that. We're gonna go riding on the 19 here. See the 4 gets into the wall. The 19 looks for a spot. That's tough. Sending it down. Corner entry, kind of last second, kind of drives it in, and then they both spin sideways, and then the 2 locking it up is what brings the caution out. So let's go to the claim and find out who's calling that one. Let's see, that would be lap 40. All right, checking in from the booth, guys. Who is claiming on that one? Anybody?
I had a run on the inside after a dude hit the wall and he came down and hit me, so I think that was just like racing incident.
All right.
His car looked pretty loose going down the whole straight as he was coming into turn 1 or turn 4, whatever turn that is.
This one will be a no claim.
Aaron, are you lucky dog?
And we'll leave that between the 19 and the 4.
Yes.
Get going. Pass the field. Lucky dog high, guys.
All right. So no claim on that incident, which is fine. That people don't have to claim it. We're just trying to keep everybody up front and honest. And Andrew gave a good run of it. Felt like maybe a racing incident, which everything gets reviewed by the admin team, or at least the race admin will review, make notes, and everybody can take a look at it. But yeah, I mean, this is something that we're going to see in effect for all 3 series, where the drivers feel like they could have held a little bit back or changed their driving style a little bit to prevent something from happening. We want them to step up and just take ownership. And some deals are going to be racing incidents. They're going to happen. So no penalties on that one for the note for claims. No EOL for any driver as we get ready to restart. We have a new leader. Todd Smith did come down pit road. And so now we have Kyle Heath up front. The 77 Nolan Milnes on the outside, and then you've got team cars, the 63 and 83 in row 2, and then you've got the 42 and 33 on row 3.
Ready, green flag.
13 gets a good start. And everybody right there down to the bottom. The 63 got a really good cut down there on the bottom. He might have a chance at the inside. Nope, not close enough to get to the inside of the 13. But it was definitely a more methodical start for the 13 compared to what we've seen for the 66, getting a really good shotgun start on the field. But
I think the 7 spun out.
checking in here, we see the 7 is spun.
We're okay.
Calls over the radio, we're okay. Actually, while we got a second, let's just go back and take a look, see how bad that was. Coming down to turn 2. Car gets loose, locks her down, and noses it into the wall with a little bit of left front damage for Ivan. But he is up and going.
Oh, we got one around.
Caution, caution.
Another one around.
You look at your steps for me right there.
Oh, not the 24. Joshua O'Brien. Looks like maybe got loose. Looks like he's sideways coming in. I don't know if he took tires on that stop. He did pit under that last caution.
Guess I'll have to claim it. I was the only one in it.
No contact though, right? You good?
Nah, we're straight. I haven't felt that. It just whipped right around.
Copy that. Thank you, sir. Tough break for the 24 there as the spin has put him kind of back of the line, but then once we cross the line here, we will more than likely get an EOL, so we will do that here. Have it ready to go for when we hit come into one to go. So we've still got another lap of caution. We have another car, looks like, is that the 64? He's getting another lap back. All right, so we'll line them up and do it again here. Again, we are 48 laps in, about to be 49. We still have 101 laps remaining of tonight's race. We are closing in on our halfway break, which maybe we get lucky and we can get 25 laps of racing to not have another caution, but we'll have to see how that goes.
Try random things and get. I should have got that out of my system in the preseason.
Yeah, you were supposed to be past that by now, Todd. Alright, so again, just checking the standings. Looks like we got 2 cars out of the race. Well, 1 car actually. Douglas Ross is out of the race in the 15. Kyle Heath leading us down to the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, there we go. We are off and racing. 13 gets a good start, gets clear. You can see the field, just everybody's running different little bit of lines, different changes. Kyle's going to get a bit of a gap here, not a lot, but a couple car lengths over the 63. Chase McGuire. Chase has a good entry into 3 though, closes that gap a little bit, and then Kyle extends it on exit, but let's see what the dogleg does. The 63 down. Oh, we see the 83, 77 contact.
Spinner on exit the dog leg.
Alright, buddy, a couple laps by yourself there, how to feel?
Cautions breed cautions. Back and take a look here. The dogleg, I think, was a creator maybe in this. See the 83 and 77 come down. The 83, the car unloads differently. It looks like he, we're gonna have to go to a different angle here. We'll go to the chase. Just kind of watch this. When they land, he's trying to cut. The car cuts but doesn't come down. It kind of flatlines, and then the 77 is right there. and the contact sends the 83 spinning. The 77 loses a little bit of control. 33 clips the rear of the 83. Everybody is still straight. That was on lap 52. All right, just checking in. Anybody claiming that one?
I'm gonna just call that a racing deal. I thought maybe, but I just checked the replay. I don't know. I just felt like we came together in the same spot.
Same.
Copy that.
We probably just met in the same spot. I really want you or me. Just racing.
Trevor, what happened to you? You shut off into one and just hit the wall. I think it was you.
I tagged the dude that was spinning.
Yeah, I thought it was something you were steering.
Yeah, I had no left front. I had no control of my left front.
Copy.
Yeah, the 83 really locking it down, keeping it from any major harm
You know
other
what?
than...
Give me an EOL. I know it's late. Give me an EOL. That was me.
77.
Should I stay on the inside or go? I don't know. It missed the startup.
You should be inside here, Doug.
Before.
All right, so a late claim by the 77 on that one, and now we are set. I felt like it was a racing incident between them. They were just in that same spot. The 83's just his turn down just kind of flatlined when he hit the apron, and they just came together there. So we see a blink by the 63, newcomer to the blink contest. We do see that 19 back there on the fourth row there, getting closer. Kyle Heath, good start here. See how the field spreads out this time. Another blink by the 19. He says, nobody can outblink me. Andrews at 20 for the race so far, which is tied with 65. Nicholas Warzenkiewicz. I can't even say his last name. I'm terrible. I'm not going to try that again. I apologize, guys. They both have 20 blinks. Oh, we see cars just everywhere back here. It is a handful to kind of get through this mob of cars. Close calls all around. You don't want to be in the back of the pack and trying to work your way to the front. Oh, we see the... Oh, no, the 33. What happened to Trevor Benz? Looks like both cars are going. I'm not certain what happened there. I caught it on the back end. We'll go back and take a look, but what happened here? Four got loose.
You make the call here.
Caught the 33. And then we have a caution. We got to go catch that real quick.
Go 3.
The 3 is spinning.
About a lap or two before the caution come out on the backstretch, starts getting into you. Like when you jerk down to go to the bottom, it killed your momentum, and I happen to get you right in the right rear of your bunker.
That one's crazy. I'm probably going to put that as a no claim. We'll see if anybody does, but oh man, that was just the 3 spinning, the 24 checking up, trying to get around, then the 83 It's getting somewhat loose there, I guess is the best way to put it. So, lap 58. And ink is out of my pen already. Now, I know there's a lot of small things going on there. I'm just checking with the field. Anybody claim in that one?
Was the caution, did the caution come out for the car that spun a lap or two before the caution come out, or the one that spun on the backstretch right when the caution came out?
The caution came out for the 83 when he slowed up. It actually registered him slow on track, and that's why we had the caution.
You know what, I'll take the blame on that just because I'm sure he slowed up because of the wreck that happened at first, so I'll take the blame for that.
Copy that. Alright, so we got that handled. We're going to go to the 28. Alright, back to racing. Sorry guys, we're missing, I mean, I know this under caution, but just trying to keep track of everything here. I ran out of ink on my pen, I was writing and didn't do anything, so make sure that's good. Okay. Alright, pace car's down, we're going to restart here. We've got 60 laps complete, going to complete 61 here. Getting close to halfway. This is our 8th caution before halfway. Hopefully things clear up here a little bit as we get to the restart zone. Maybe we can make this a short run to the halfway break.
Green.
Green is out. 13 gets a good start. Got a good bump from the 66 who has managed to be inside of row 2 there on that restart. So he's made a pit stop. Has maybe a little bit fresher tires. Just trying to work his way back up front. Kyle Heath leads. The rest of the field is chasing the Eagle. Kind of checking mid-pack here on some status of some drivers. The 24 had a caution earlier and kind of a self-spin by himself and went to the back and has worked his way up to P9. So he's almost back to where he was before the spin. Guys are trying their hardest. Really good side-by-side.
Me to where to have a
comment from the 64. Let's check up here. Andrew Groves, another one that had a rough start. First 2 cautions he got caught up in, and now he has worked his way up to 7th. Good run for Mr. Groves. He is trying to make something happen here. He's right behind the 8 of Edwin James. He's been pretty silent on the track today. That knock purple and yellow car. How about... Oh, blink for Mr. Andrew. Looks like Edwin's going to get that spot. Keep it for now at least. Andrew is still on attack mode. Up ahead of them you got Mr. Michael Moquin working on trying to get by the 42 of Cole Snyder here. We see up ahead of him Todd Smith is working that higher line to try to get by the 63 of Chase McGuire. Pretty close. Chase shuts the door down the backstretch, so Todd takes the look on the inside. They change sides there, flip it over. Now who uses the dog leg the most? Both of them down a good bit, but not as much as I thought we'd see. As now he's under threat. The 42 and the 5 are side by side behind the 66. You see him get sideways, but he cuts it down. Gets that car. Oh no, we see the 5 nose in. Michael Moquin. Tore up the front end, looks like, with some contact. We'll go to the chase view again. We see under throttle. We're going to rewind this, play this real speed. Gets on it, gets on the throttle, tries to put, oh, just, it came out from underneath him, hard into the outside wall for the 5.
That's some luck. I spun round and ended up in the pit, and then the caution comes out.
All right, claim on that one.
But I'm already in the back.
Thank you, sir. All right, so 9 cautions before halfway. We knew Friday Night Clash was going to be a battle, but hopefully, I don't know, maybe things can't settle down at a track like this with these cars. These guys are really going at it, trying to give it their all. I mean, I'm not mad about that at all. These guys are really giving it their best. Try to make something happen here. We're 1 to go. And then we have just a couple of laps before we get to the halfway point, which is going to be coming out here shortly. We get to reset and do it all over again. So let's see if we can make it that far. Kyle Heath leads. Chase McGuire on the outside of the front row in second. And you got Todd Smith, Cole Snyder, row 2. Edwin James, Andrew Groves, row 3. Daniel Butler, Nolan Milnes, row 4. And then Joshua O'Brien, Trevor Benz, row 5. Another blink from Andrew there just to keep things in check. All right, down into turn 3 and 4 here to the restart zone. We'll see the 13 fire off. Touch there. "13 is under pressure. He's under threat from the 63 on the outside there. And then he's got the 66 right on his rear bumper. That's down and across out of turn 2. They are side by side for second. A little bit of contact. Now we're looking maybe 3 wide. Nope. 42 thinks better of it. Lets the 66 83 race side by side out of turn 4. Down to the dog leg they go. Heath leading. Side by side for second. We see cars hitting the wall coming out of turn 2 there. We see the 64 way back there. I think that was the 64. Even scraped the wall. All right, 63 takes P2. Now we've got the 42 looking on the outside of Todd Smith. Todd trying to get that bottom worked in a little bit better, trying to clear out. He does hold off the 42 for a moment. Now back to the inside of the 63 is Todd. Now he's going to be clear. Now here comes the 42. Sharp cut down the back or down the dog leg. They're going to be side by side going into turn 1. Real high up for Mr. High Side. Carrying that momentum, gets it to rotate, and doesn't hit the wall coming out of the corner. That is rare. There's another blink for the 19. Andrew's trying to do the same thing. Yellow's out, yellow's out.
Oh, Andrew, saved by the bell.
This will be halfway. So resume pit stops when the pit's open.
5 gets loose. Corrects. Catches it. No damage. Woo, there's a 7 going by. Close call. That was lap 74.
5 claims that one as well because he keeps getting pinched off of 2.
Copy that.
That's twice now, guys. Yeah, I won't fucking swing you next time.
Contact happening between drivers on pit road. 80 is spun. Oh my goodness. The 4 locks it up and the 80 just nowhere to go. Oh! I am not certain what to say there. As they just sat in the pit stall like the 4 stopped. Oh, he was in reverse. Oh, and then the 80 just total front end damage. Looks like a fast repair to the rescue for him, but not what you want to see. Ugh. Not sure what to think about that one. Under caution, under pace speed, pit road speed at that, like to have something like that happen. How about this? The 28, Logan Boone. He was claiming an incident a few cautions ago. And here he is up front leading. Daniel Butler on the outside. You've got the 63 and 13 right behind them as we start the second half of this race.
Green flag.
Green is out. Good start by the 28. Bottom line definitely got a little bit more of a concerted start there as we see the 63 right to the inside of the 28. Oh, they're wrecking. They are wrecking.
Yeah, did my radio sound bad out there?
Come on, bro.
Sorry, they're all checking up in front of me.
Now let's go on board.
Nice start, the exit of the dog road.
Chase slides up a
This is
little
awful.
bit. And then just gets sideways and the field just has nowhere to go and there's just cars into cars into cars.
Come on.
That was on me.
Alright, so that was lap 77.
I got a meatball. Huh.
Alright. See cars all going down pit road. Chase McGuire is going to be the one we're going
I got a
to...
black. We're passing the yellow. It was all jumbled up. Can I get that cleared or no?
Yeah, it looked like a mess. I'll clear that one for you. Did anybody else get hit by that?
I claim it as me.
Rendered.
Copy that, 63. I got you down for a claim on that one. Thank you. All right. So the excitement never stops. I hear the 64 saying something about getting rear-ended, so while I have a second, I'm just going to rewind and just see if we can tell what happened here to the 64. Oh yeah, he was just in the middle of that mess. And then looks like, yep, gets run into by the 65. Then you have, yeah, cars spinning. Oh, run into by the 5. And there's the 18. Oh, Daniel Butler. Toughed up right because he had to take a tow. That's going to put him a lap down. Tough break, tough break. Just got in that track position and had a good chance to have a good start for the second half of this race after working his way up there. And
hopefully one of these races I can stay up front.
And it currently shows him 2 laps down, I believe. All right. 28 is the leader coming into the restart zone here in turns 3 and 4. We're going to restart here after our 11th caution. 70 laps remaining.
Green flag.
See, all different lanes still. Everybody choosing a different spot. How about P2? Andrew Rose. See the 28 into the wall just a little bit. I think it was him. A little bit of dust. Doesn't look like any damage, but he's running high. Here's the 19 looking low. And then here's the 42 looking inside the 19 as they battle 3 wide through the dog leg. Oh, tight window there on the outside for the 19 and 28. 28's into the wall. He holds off the 42 who had a heck of a run. No, the 42's into the wall. Cole Snyder is into the wall. Toe looks to be out. He's still rolling, but that car does not look good. That left front is hanging on by a thread.
Unfortunate 19 then.
Oh man, tough break for the 42.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, dude.
Tire is
When you get back up here, I'll give it to you.
yellows out. We had the 2 spun around.
Roll if you could. Yeah, I tried to not kill you and killed myself for that, but it's whatever, bro. It's all good.
Let's see what happened to Ben
This
here.
car, right past turn 1.
Right
Dog
along
leg.
behind the 2 here. He's running up in the front when this happens. Running P6 at the time? What happened here? Oh no, it just snapped on him. You can see the car turn, locks it down, light scrub with the wall.
Hello, sir. It's been a while.
Hello.
Where's your partner in crime at?
Which one?
Joe.
Just checking in, guys. I have a claim on that one. Sorry.
I don't know what he's doing tonight.
Well, I was just called. I didn't hit nobody. I just about I am.
Copy that. So, going through my book.
Lucky dog coming there outside. Lucky dog outside.
That was number 2 for that driver. We've only had 1 driver involved in 2 incidents of claim so far tonight. That's the 5 car. 2 is coming off pit road now. All right, so now we line them up and we go at it again. How about that Geminator? Andrew Groves, 31 blinks. And now he's got 5 laps led to his name for tonight's race. He'll have Nolan Milnes in the 77 restarting on the outside. Going to have Trevor Benz, it looks like, in the 33 on the inside right behind him. And then Joshua O'Brien running P4.
66, you're on the bottom, not the top.
Yeah, thanks for that. My bad.
Rookie.
I need to put stripes on this thing.
Yeah, I agree. All right, restart time. Andrew Groves up front, in charge. Into the zone. Green flag is out. Here we go. Good start by the 19. 33, 28 right behind him there on the bottom. Got the 77 and 24 up top. It's crazy. We have this many cars still in the race and going. We have 18 cars on the lead lap. 19th is 1 lap down, Daniel Butler. He must have just got the lucky dog there to get one of them back. So another caution. Oh, blink from the 19. It's hard to follow him because when he blinks out, I lose where I'm at on track. Geminator running that higher line entry there. Kind of cutting it down out of turn 2 a little bit. Trying to get that straighter exit. He's had a fast car all night. Let's see if he can keep the tires underneath him.
There. I was doing everything I could to give you room. I just had to push.
A little tight there. Woo! That got close to the wall. The 19 using all of the track that he can. Right behind him, Nolan is right there. He's under threat from the 33 and the 24 are both right there battling for third. You see the 24 look to the outside of the 33. 33 drives it in hard into turn 3. Slides up the track. The 24 looks for the crossover. He has the opportunity to use more dogleg, and he does. 33 uses a good portion of it as well. Side by side down into turn 1. Wow, what good racing by these guys. Side by side. Ooh, they got close. We see we've got a 4, 5, 6 car pull away from the main pack right now. Again, nobody's really been able to run much laps here because of all the yellows. See if things clear up as the night carries on. Still early, you know, only the second race of the season. These guys are getting used to racing with each other, and there's a lot for them to learn and have to adapt to still, so. The 5, Michael Moquin there in 5th. Todd Smith in the 66 and 6th. This battle for 3rd, though, still heating up now with more cars right there on the back bumper of the 33, but he's been able to hold off the 24 so far. Now we see the 5 inside the 24. Oh, no! I thought he was inside of him. I thought it was going to be a big wreck. The 5 does get into the wall. Drives it in there hard on corner entry, right to the rear bumper. And then goes for the big crossover using all of that dog leg, and now he is side by side. They are so close, so close. Right on board on top of the 5 car here, Michael Moquin. See, he is really diving that thing down in there, using all the brakes he can. The 24 rolls it in the corner much better, uses that up high side momentum to get clear. Now the 66 is on the pounce. Here comes the 3 teammates in line, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Zachary Meredith, Chase McGuire, Cole Snyder, all coming up through the field. GZ Designs is coming. So they've broken away, and now the pack is even more spread out further back. So we're definitely seeing the widest we've really seen this pack all night. 55 laps remain. Back up front, a little tighter battle for the lead, but the 77 still
I got a car on my sight.
Car 2 back there of the 19 of Andrew Groves. Got that 77 looking to the inside. Jump on board.
There we go. Are you serious?
With his 34th point of the night. Race leading by 1 over the 65. I heard something on the radio. Could have been Todd. His reactions are priceless. Woo, 19 with a sharp cut, but overdrives turn 3 a little bit. 77 gets clear to the inside and cuts that dog leg all the way. The 19 stays up. I think that's a lead change. Yes, it is. Nolan Milnes to the lead. 77 is powering around this track. Great move.
Oh, that's what dirty air feels like. Or clean air, I should say.
Comment from the new leader. That'll be his first lap led right there. That's a bonus point. Got a half a second lead over the 19 now, as they've got almost a 1.8 second lead, 1.9 second lead over third place Trevor Benz. Definitely that battle back here for third is heating it up. You can see all the cars that are involved now. You've got the 33, the 66, the 24, and the 5. They were all battling it out. And now you've got the 63, the 83, and the 42 all there in tow, ready to battle it out too. We're seeing a little bit of a longer run further back in the next group. You've got the 28 leading another group of cars. The 3, the 13, the 65, and the 87 are all in tow right there. A little bit further back is Ben Summerford in the 2. Then you've got the 8 of Edwin James, the 7 of Ivan Deschamps, and Mark Owlett in the 80. You've got Daniel Butler 1 lap down there in that mix, and then the 64, I believe Aaron is 3 laps down. 3 laps down currently. Back up front though, still about a half a second, maybe a little bit more now lead, and then the gap is even further back there to third as these guys are blinking in and out because it thinks they're on pit road. They're cutting that dog leg so much on my screen. It is crazy. Now the 66. Oh no, we got contact. The 5. Oh, into the wall goes Michael. Looks like he saves it, gets it straight. Go back and take a look at that real quick. Gets loose, contact with the 24, then it gets, the tires are hot and angry, and the wall's the thing that gets him straight. He's still 9th. I don't know, doesn't look like he got a meatball flag in that deal or anything like that, so still clean there, but now he's under the threat of the 3 and the 13 are catching him. Back up front, Todd Smith has gotten by Trevor Benz for third. Nolan still leads Andrew now by a second. Nolan stretching that lead out just a little bit now. It's Andrew, again, it's hard to tell here, but everybody made a stop on that halfway, but then we've had some drivers that stopped even past that. One of the more recent cautions, so we're seeing that starting to play out maybe with tires and just drivability on these cars. You overdrive these cars too much, you can kind of, burn up the tires a little bit faster. Once they get hot, they are a bear to hold on to. And we see the 33 starting to fall back just a little bit as the 24 has gotten by. Now the 42 and the 83, sorry, are right there challenging. Both of them get by in one corner. Now the 63 is the next on the list to try to get by Trevor. Car looking good, looking solid. Now that you've got more of a single file and you're not being kind of bunched up all together, they've all kind of gapped each other just a little bit for some clean air and obviously more speed. So we're seeing that start to work maybe in their favor a little bit. Todd Smith 2.7 off the lead. We're going to mark that now with 43 to go. We'll see how that gap closes or widens here in the next few laps. So he was 2.7 last time by. Got contact with the 2 and the 28.
Coming in too hot and pushed up the turf into you. My bad.
Using all of the dog leg and then it doesn't make the corner and gets into the 2. Saves it. Alright, so wait. There's number 28. Claimed. That is his second. All right,
my
pit
bad
stops.
again there, Josh, but maybe
Pit
it's
stops are
Trevor. I just think we
happening.
can make it out the other side.
Nolan
When we
went
drive
down
it in,
pit
go up
road.
the hill on
Andrew,
y'all, but
Todd,
maybe it wasn't too
Joshua
smart.
stayed out.
Sorry about that.
Daniel Butler is most likely going to get the lucky dog here, I think.
I just had backed the corner up and had a pet.
Lucky dog outside.
Simple.
Get that 66 car moving.
Yeah, I had to check it out real good to make sure I didn't go up the hill. Just, I don't know. I thought it looked good on TV.
Yeah, get that Dodge Challenger, Chevy SS, whatever it is, going.
Trev was playing hard to get.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right, so that was a little bit longer run. We saw the field get spread out a little bit there. A few things happen. And now we've got to wait to see how this field gets lined up as we're taking one to go. Andrew Groves leads. Todd Smith will be on the outside of the front row. Row 2 is going to have the 24 and the 80.
64, I think you got to drop at the tail end. I'm not sure.
Pace car's down. We're going to leave it to Andrew in the restart zone. Still got 40 laps remaining. Daniel Butler still
Sorry,
on
man,
pit
he didn't know
road.
which way he was trying to go
just coming off
around.
pit road, so he's not going to catch up in time, but he is back on the lead lap. So Daniel Butler is back on the lead lap in 19th.
Green flag.
All right, restart. Here we go. 19 to the front and gone. Now the 24 and 66 will battle side by side. Here comes the 63 as
I need
well
a
on the
black
inside.
clear. Mark was letting me by, and I passed him the inside.
Killed everybody. Great. They dominated. Better not to be a caution.
Five got destroyed, Dan. His tyre was all bad.
Just listening over the radio here. Looks like we had a pretty bad caution.
Turn to be high.
87 staying up, staying up.
I thought that was dead right there.
One behind.
Oh, hard hit for the 5, another one for the 65. How did that not get a caution? Oh, back to racing. 66 has the lead. Sorry, we were reviewing that restart. We have cars mixed up in messes all throughout the field. 66 leads the 24. The 19 falling back a little bit here. He's under the grass for 3rd and 4th right now. Chase McGuire on the outside battling for 3rd. Here comes the tires. Here comes the 77. Oh, the 33 gets sideways. Trevor Benz.
Good save.
Oh my goodness, he's still saving it. Oh wow, what a save by the 33. Let's go back and play that one more time. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh, so close to the inside wall. Then tries to come back up, and it just, the tires are still not happy. Heck of a save by Trevor. Falls back to 12th currently. The field goes by the 7. He was involved in that restart incident that did not have a caution. Kind of surprised seeing all the damage that happened to a lot of cars there. Side by side, teammates for 2nd.
Second.
83 trying to dive underneath the 24, gets loose. Yeah, it looks like the 83 went to turn down, and just the more he put the wheel in it, like the car just started coming around on him there. Unfortunate to get a caution there with everything we saw earlier. A lot of drivers didn't get a caution there.
That wreck right after that last restart was wild. There's cars wrecking on both sides of me. I just barely squeezed through there. I managed to avoid that first wreck.
83, are you claiming that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I didn't want to kill the guy in front of me. So I was trying to break and lost it.
Where's the 77?
I am 3rd in line from the pace car.
Lucky dog going up.
Calling you up. I was calling you up.
I know, I stole a whole number.
All right, so now we're going to reset again. 14th caution of the night. Like Todd. Todd is the first of cars who just went down pit road there. So we've got the top 7 staying out. But we do have, 7 cars staying out. 8th on back, pit road, except for the 83 on back. The 16th on back stayed out as well. So, all right, Cole Snyder is your leader. He's led 1 lap so far. Last lap. That's a bonus point. We see the field getting all tied up here. Restarts on the 42.
Ready, green, green, green.
Green, green, green. Here we go. 42 cuts down to the bottom. We see cars just traveling everywhere around the track. Out of turn 2. 42 leads, but we do have a battle for second.
I'm back down.
Oh, no!
Fucking problem out there to throw the damn caution. Big crash. Roll, if you could. I had.
Joshua O'Brien tore up in this one. I did not see what happened, so let's go back and take a look. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. He was one of the cars that pitted there. Fresh tires. I don't know if that's going to play a factor here. And yep, the car just not happy. The 18 gets collected. He had just gotten, oh, big hit. I think that was the 5. Oh, see the 80. Oh, what a hit. 80 in the back of the 87. Oh, just tore up cars.
I'm sorry about that one. That one's on me.
Tough break for Josh. Looks like Mark got a meatball flag with that incident. He had already used his fast repair, so that hit in the back of the 87 is really going to affect him. He's not going to be able to probably get repairs and get back on the lead lap, so that's a tough break for the 80. .24 did have a fast repair to use, so he got the car fixed and is still on the lead lap at 13th. Right now we are under 30 laps remaining. Cole Snyder leads. Lights are off on the pace cars. The field gets lined up 2 by 2 by 2. Daniel Butler, let's check in on him real quick. He has used his fast repair. I think he had to use it earlier. I know he was involved in that one, but he is still on the lead lap. Let's watch this restart from the blimp. See what kind of action we get here. All right, into the restart zone. Here we go. The 42, Cole Snyder, teammate Chase McGuire on the outside, and here we go. Both stay side by side entering the dog leg. 63 with a good opportunity to stay on the outside going into turn 1 here, but nope, 42 gets a good edge out. 77 looks underneath. Oh, we see the 28 get loose and catch it.
I got damage.
Out of turn 4, we've got 24 laps remaining. '77, 63 side by side. Hard racing here, hard racing. Got 0.3 of a second over his teammate in the 63, Chase McGuire. Nolan Mills in third, right there on the bumper of the 63. Trevor Benz fourth. Todd Smith fifth. A little bit further back, you got Andrew Groves still running in the top 10, sixth place. Then you got Kyle Heath in seventh. Jareth Van Slooten up to eighth. Zachary Meredith running ninth. Ben Summerford running 10th. Oh no, we see the 33 spinning.
How's the driver there, homie?
And the 3 gets collected in it.
I felt like I was holding my line there. Like if I come off the corner, I would have still been a lane off the wall. If that's not correct, you can blame it on me, but I'm not going to claim it because I think it was just a racing deal. I would have been a lane down.
Right along the 33 here. Did look like maybe a little bit of a crowd as the 66 does slide up a little bit, but the 33 was there and just kind of holding shallow, tight racing.
Kyle, did you say, did I come up or did we just kind of meet?
I'm playing the fifth on that one.
Okay, I call it if it was me, but I just felt like I was laying off the wall and we just got together, but.
All right, we'll check in over the radio. I hear some comments about nobody calling that one.
Lucky dog coming on.
The 33, Meatball, has already used his fast repair. It's going to probably take him out of contention for tonight's race. May be able to get it repaired, but he'll definitely fall some laps down. I think that right front is barely attached. He couldn't even get the car stopped to get into a stall. All right, checking in with anybody going to claim that one? All right, so tough break for Trevor. Like I said, that he has a meatball flag. I don't know how long the repair is for him, but that is going to put him in position to start falling laps down here. Cole Snyder still leads. We're going to restart with under 20 to go here.
Yeah, I'm coming. I just got off pit road.
42, I need to get around you.
Nolan with the quick whip there. 42, I need to get around you. No comment from the 42. Cold as ice. Cheesy Designs. Hold down that front row on this restart. Cole and Chase. Nolan and Andrew right there behind them. Todd and Kyle Heath there.
64, let me get that.
Into the restart zone.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Here we go. 63 blinks a couple times. 42 with a good drop down, trying to use all that dog leg as possible. Who's going to dive it in there? Looks like the 77 tries to fit that void down there at the bottom of the 63, trying to get second place. These guys are racing hard. Here comes the 66. Oh, contact. Saw earlier that 77 had pretty good speed. Certainly the longer the run went. I don't know if this is a long enough run, but he's close enough to the lead to where maybe it pays off.
I got
damage. Go ahead.
Just got to
Pull
get
up.
by
Thank you,
the
buddy.
63. The side-by-side racing is ruining his corner exit a little bit.
That is trying to finish this race.
Really tight up to the... Oh,
I
big
hear
blink
ya.
by the 19. 42 checking out a little bit. Nolan and the 63 of Chase McGuire side by side for second. Andrew Gross sitting in fourth, trying to figure out where do I go? Where's the open spot? As they race side by side, Cole is just getting over a little bit. We see a move by the 83 down to the inside of the 66. 66 runs a little higher there, gives them room, but no pass there. 77 and 63 still side by side. Oh man, so close. There we go. I think he might get clear, but it's so hard to tell. The momentum's going to come on the high side. 77 shuts the door. No, he doesn't. He leaves room for the 63. Then the 19 is right there, just waiting to pounce. Who's going to give him the open lane to try to battle as well? Here comes the Eagle in the 13. Car coming up pit road. Looks like it's the 3 of Jareth Van Sluten with no front end, straight modified. P2 for the 77. He is 0.7 seconds and closing a little bit on the leader. Let's see if he's got enough time. We're at 14, coming to 13 laps remaining in tonight's race. Side by side for the 19 and the 13. This is a battle for 4th and 5th.
Hello there, Logan.
Ooh, the 63. The way these cars violently hit the dog leg is so scary. Now they're looking. Nope, stay too wide. 66 scrapes the wall out of turn 2. Looks like, at least timing and scoring wise, Nolan is not making up time, but keeping it pretty even with the 42. 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Doesn't usually work. 13 through the middle. Oh, he gets clear. Oh my goodness. What a move by the Eagle. I cannot believe that all 3 of those drivers, great driving. The 63, the 13, and the 19, for them to make it through that corner without incident. Oh no, contact. 13 gets loose. Saves it, keeps it going, stays to the inside of the 63, but now the 63 is going to have to run off the corner. Ooh, hard hit. I think that was the 66 and the 19 may have grabbed the wall there out of turn 2. Looking up front, it's down to half a second for the lead, so that is getting closer as the 66 makes a big dive bomb move to try to sweep and take positions on the 13 and 63. Now the high side. See if they prevail here out the corner, still side by side. Momentum to the 63 though now as he turns it down. Low entry and then sweeps back out to get clear of the 13 and the 66 for third. 13 with a big sweep down using that dog leg across the nose of the 66. Up front, we're still down to a half of a second. Nolan is slowly closing in, but laps are winding down. Oh, that looked like the 24 maybe had tagged the wall there. Everybody's still straight, still going. Let's check in back up front. Cole Snyder still a half a second lead over Nolan Milnes. Coming to 7 to go this time. Kyle Heath looks like he just got third place.
Go. Kelly's getting in.
Back up front. Still a half a second gap between first and second. Cole Snyder leading this race when the money's on the line. Checkered flag is only 6 laps away at the line. Coming to 6 to go. Now it's down to 0.3 of a second. 77 made a heck of a gap close there, over a tenth that lap. dirty air though, man. It is so difficult. As we see, Kyle has checked out for third so far. Got a gap on the 63, the 66 in fifth. Up front, 5 laps remain. Watch the gap close from the rear cam. It's back up to 4/10. So the 42 made a little bit of an adjustment. Now it's down to 3/10. So the 77 getting a really good exit off of 2, closing that gap. And then the 42 finds a way to try to pull it out. Let's see what they do here. Both of them run the bottom, the dog leg. We're at 4 to go. Still 3/10 of a second. Now here's where the 77 is going to get a huge run off the corner. Not as huge as it was last lap, but he is gaining down to still just over 3/10. He can't get it within 3/10. He's not really made a huge gain. Now both of them right down to that dog leg. 3 laps remain. What is going to come of this finish? Now we see the 77 nose get a little bit cleaner, a little bit closer, 3/10. Cut down. Looks like the 77 is going to run higher still. Going to try to get a better run off the corner. Caution is out. Caution is out. Edwin James crashed. We were about to see a heck of a finish.
Did you hit something? Did you hit him to make you check up more than you usually do?
Oh no!
I ran the normal line we've been running, and my bumps are just a little bit getting in. I don't know if you hit something to check you up.
That's going to be lap 148.
I'm trying not to run over the car in front of me. Are you Aussie?
Yeah, I'm saying I didn't know he was that close.
Tough break for Edwin.
I literally hit my normal braking point. Hey Edwin, how does my back end on my car look?
It's roughed up pretty good.
Hey.
Edwin, I take it you're calling on that one.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we had one of them last night. Looks like we're gonna at least have one at minimum tonight. I'm gonna double
My
check.
bad, they're 83. I guess that bump was on me. I didn't realize.
Yep.
Maybe I was just into it. That was fun racing though. My bad. You see the 8 goes to the back. Lights are off on the pace car. First of 3 green, white checkered. So if we don't make it back to the white flag and there's another caution, we re-rack and go again. We get 3 attempts. This is the first. If the white flag is taken by the leader, the next flag ends the race. We're going to see a heck of a battle, I think, on this restart. We've got the 42 and the 77 side by side. Then you've got the 13 and 63 on row 2. Then the 83 and 66 on row 3. Jeezy Designs got 3 cars in the top 6. The top 5, technically. That's how they're lined up. 1st, 4th, and 5th. Then you've got Nolan there on the outside of the front row. Had a really fast long run car earlier in this race on our longest run of the night. He was really quick, and we are down to the restart zone. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Cole gets a good restart. And here we go. We got everybody dropping down to the bottom. 42 is clear. We got 3 wide for second. Kyle Heath's in the middle between the 83 and the 77. This is for a race win. down to turn 3. Now we're down to 2 side by side for third, and the 13 and 77. 77 gets a little high. White flag is out. Race is official. One more lap for Cole Snyder to lead to get this win. Can he stay up front? Out of turn 4. Here they come. Or turn 2, sorry, I always get that mixed up every time. Turn 3 and 4, Cole leads. We've got a battle for second between the 13 and the 77. They are door to door across the stripe. 77's going to get second.
Hey, I got him.
Cole Snyder wins. And cars wreck behind.
It went out there, Cole. You're right.
Yeah, good job, guys. Thanks. Good race,
What
everyone.
a finish.
Fun race, yo.
Good racing, guys.
Good race, guys.
Cheers, guys. I enjoyed that.
Great racing tonight, guys. Congratulations to Cole. Top 3 drivers can come to the waiting room in the Discord for interviews, and we'll get those going here shortly. Thank you, guys.
Good win, Carl.
All right, so we're going to rewind this back a couple laps. And then we're going to do our little TV magic. And then we get to talk to the top 3 as soon as they're ready. All right, so we've got a couple drivers down in here already. I'll wait for third place to pop in and we'll get interviews going. There's Kyle Heath. Let's get some name tags up here. Kyle Heath, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Congratulations on getting P3 tonight. It was a long caution fest of a race. We had, I think, over 14 cautions tonight, 15, I think. So there was a lot of things to avoid and to make it to the end for that final green-white checkered there. Tell us about your night and anything you could have done different there at the end to maybe at least edge Nolan out, maybe go for the win. Anything you could have done differently there?
Well, where the cautions, we had to stay consistent from Daytona, so we got that one going. Let's see. I got in a bad wreck. I forgot what lap it was. I was good until I wasn't, and I actually rode for the next 2 cautions with damage. Just biding my time. I was like, you know what? We had one more caution. I came in and took my fast repair, and the extra cautions helped me out, get me up there. At least in the top 5, and yeah, I wish we had a good few more laps there. It was good, it was fun. To me, this track, it was weird. You raced with me one time here at Phoenix, and I did what I told you I was going to do, and it actually worked out. So even with old tires, when we had that first stint, I never hit it until the halfway point. And those old tires, man, it meant the world of difference. Them fresh tires really didn't mean much.
I didn't see a lot of benefit with the fresh tires, certainly with the grip level. It seemed like a lot of cars had trouble out of 2 on cold tires. But it seemed like the old tires seemed to hold the grip a lot better and still carry good speed.
Well, with the older tires, your tires are more consistent on older tires. New tires, you're either going to push or you're going to get loose. You couldn't overdrive it, and if you underdrove it and you try to gas it up, you're going to, get loose. So, it was a double-edged sword on that. It's kind of weird being at Phoenix, it's such an abrasive track that, tires didn't really mean jack.
Well, that's surprising because it definitely seemed to be like you see cars get sideways out of 2, the tires get hot, and by the time they get to 3, like you could tell the abrasiveness of the track because they barely could hold on going into 3 sometimes, and we even saw a couple drivers not be able to make turn 3 because of how bad the tires just got heated real quick. But heck of a
I
run
think it's
tonight,
also had
man.
to do with their brake bias too. If you
Yeah.
have a lot of rear brake bias, you're gonna warm the rear tires. They're gonna stay hot.
Yeah,
That's
that's
one of the
true.
issues.
That's true, absolutely. But that's two nights in a row I've had you in the booth and gotten to talk to you. We're gonna have lucky number 3 tomorrow night at Auto Club.
Oh yeah, that's right. Auto Club. No, yeah, it ain't gonna be lucky number 3. It's gonna be lucky number 1.
I like the spirit. I'll
I,
you know
I,
what, I've
I,
had to sit back and watch the past 2 nights. I'll be right there with you. I promise. I'll be right there with you, brother.
yeah, that's right. You're gonna be there. All right. Yeah. I was
Yes,
gonna
sir.
say, I want to blame it on the 9.
Yes, you will, because if it's the last lap, you might have to be blaming it on the 9. I don't know. I might be claiming something. I don't know. We'll see how it all works out. But congratulations on finishing 3rd tonight.
Looking forward to it.
Before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to or thanks to?
Yeah, big shout out to everybody here that comes into these races. We had a lot of people who signed up for these races didn't show up, but everybody that did, thank you. Big shout out to the winner, Cole. I think that's what win number 2 already.
No,
Didn't he
that's win
win at
number 1.
Daytona?
Win number 1. Alex
I'm
Fuller
pretty
won
sure.
Daytona last week. Alex
Win number
Fuller
1.
won Daytona.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Cole won
That's right.
one of the dual
Well,
races for the
congratulations to
FTR
him.
500. So he has been a winner so
That's
far
right.
in FTR,
That's
but now
right.
he's a
Okay.
league winner.
That's where I was getting confused at. Yeah. Congrats to him and Nolan. He came back. Congrats to him on P2 or P2. And all the admins out here. We had
Anybody at race control still in
a
there?
rough going. We had a rough going, but it was all good. And thank you, Jason, for putting it on out there in the First Gear Network.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we appreciate you. And again, congratulations on finishing P3 tonight. And we'll see you on track tomorrow night at Auto Club in the Gen 6 cars. Okay, buddy?
Yes, sir.
There it is. All right. We'll catch up with you a little bit later.
All right.
That was Kyle Heath, P3 tonight. Let's get Nolan up here. This is going to be a chat. He had a fast car tonight, really good run. Let's bring him in. Nolan, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Loud and clear.
All right, man. It's good to have you back. First off, I want to welcome you back in, and I know you raced last night, but first race in the ARCA cars with us, and you come home with a P2. You had a really good car all night. It seemed like that the longest green flag run we had of the night, you had a really good car, and green flag laps seemed to be really helpful to your run and how you were doing tonight. These shorter restarts were really difficult to battle the 42, but tell us about your night and how you got to finish P2 tonight.
Yeah, first off, glad to be back. Thank you very much. It's good to race with the guys again and some new faces. First off, congratulations to Cole as well. He was a heck of a battle, and I feel like that restart was kind of a microcosm of the whole situation. Where if you had the lead, you were really hard to pass. It's because the clean air is so good.
Yeah.
Now he had the same tires as me, so I had to really work hard to get up to him. I got into a rhythm on that long run. I really hated to see that caution just because I felt like I might have had a chance there. But I had a chance at the end there too, so I really can't say that. I started in first gear when I should have started in second. I thought I could do it without revving it out too much, but I hit the chip immediately because I was on the outside going a little faster than he was.
Right.
So that was it right there. I lost it right there on the restart, but the night was good. I probably wasn't the fastest car. I think he's always really good here. I think circumstance just had it to where I was ahead of him a couple times and on green flag runs. But all in all, really, really fun race. It went a lot faster than I thought it would with all the cautions and stuff. It actually just flew by, but I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a race full with the incidents and cautions that kept slowing the field down, re-racking and putting everybody back together. Those restarts were exciting to watch. I will say that because everybody taking a different line through the dog leg here at Phoenix, I mean, really shows how wide that area is and how many different avenues people take, and then you got to funnel it all down. With that in mind, I mean, when it comes to the race, we saw a lot of I don't want to say comers and goers, but we saw almost everybody have some sort of track position change. But I think the best part, like you said, when you're the leader on these restarts, you really get a good launch, and that propels you to make it really hard to at least catch, certainly in a short run type of thing under 5 laps, really, because of the dirty air and just trying to make up that ground that the leader could get on the restart. But overall, I mean, you had a fast car tonight. You were up in the top 10 for most of the night. Kept it clean. You were one of only of 3 drivers that finished the race without using your fast repair. So that's pretty good on a night like tonight where everything was happening all over the track. But again, really heck of a finish, man. It was fun to watch you battle on the track and watch the battles throughout the field, and then to see that 77 raceepi.com come home P2 tonight is really good to see. So congratulations, man.
Yeah.
And then before we let you go, I'm going to give you the floor. Anybody you want to give a thanks to or a shout out to?
Just you guys for putting on the league. It's a fun show. I'm sure that was a good watch. I mean, my gosh, what a finish there with Kyle. And then all the competitors. I missed racing with them the last couple months, and it's good to be back doing that. Shout out to my teammates who didn't show up tonight. I mostly joined because I was like, well, I want to race with my teammates, and I don't want to race a New Atlanta anymore. So I'm like, screw it, I'll join FGR. And they didn't even show up tonight. So
I know, right? Got to give Alex a hard time. He was supposed to be here to defend his win, and he's not even here.
Well, I had a great time. So
well, it was good to have you, man, and we appreciate you coming back and racing with us. You're always a top talent to be up near the front of these races, and hope to see more of you here on track soon. And again, congratulations on finishing P2, and we'll see you here soon. Okay, buddy?
Yep. Thank you, man. I'll be back.
All right. You have a good night.
You too.
All right. That was Nolan. Now it's time to bring up the big winner, the 42, Cole Snyder. He's been waiting there in the booth. Let's get him up here. Cole, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Jason?
Hey, what's happening, man? Congratulations on bringing home the checkered flag here at Phoenix. Heck of a race. We had a lot of stuff going on tonight, a lot of cautions. Tell us, how did you make it to where, I mean, there for what, the last, I'd say 30 or so laps, you were up front, and through all the cautions and the restarts, you were able to hold off the 77, the 13. There was a lot of different challengers, the 66, the 19. They were all kind of trying to get back to you. Even your own teammates were up there battling too. So how did that all work out for you?
Yeah, using a lot of patience. When I finally tasted the lead, the 19 got a little squirrely, and I sacrificed myself to not hit him, and had to use the fast repair, go to the back, and just save the tires getting through the front so then I could pit and have the same tires as some other guys. And it was a lot of off strategy with that. And just, my teammates, they were giving me a battle. Like you named all those guys, everyone was fast. Everyone looked even, and clean air, that made everything. And just being the leader on a restart, having just that jump get you everything at Phoenix with the dog leg. So I was just happy to be leading. Thought we had it wrapped up, and then the caution came out, had to regroup. Everyone talked me down, and we got it done.
Yeah, absolutely. That last restart, you always think when you're just 2.5 laps away from the end of the race, and then a caution comes out, and it's like, oh man, we were so close. And you got to re-rack, you got to reset. Everybody's coming for you. Everybody's closer than they have been for the past so many laps, and now they all have a shot. And you had a really good restart there. Really got away clean. And then, like you mentioned, and the other guys mentioned as well, clean air was big tonight. The car just was so much better in clean air that it definitely seemed like whoever, and obviously being the leader, having that restart, having that opportunity to leave first really was a big benefit, certainly in a shorter run type, style shootout, which we had tonight. So you hit all your marks and you made everything happen and brought home the checkered flag. That's a win in the ARCA series, race number 2 here at Phoenix. Congratulations again. Before we let you go, I'm going to give you the floor. Anybody you want to give a thanks to or a shout out to?
Everyone who runs this thing, all your race admins, all race control, you for broadcasting this thing. Happy to be here. Trying to make a name for myself here. I want to gain some respect. I don't know a lot of these guys. I know a couple. Just want to make some friends out there instead of enemies. That's number one goal. But shout out to the cars tonight. Cheesy Designs looking good on me, Zach, and Chase. He makes some great paint schemes. Giovanni Klein, he's known in some other leagues for making cars, but shout out to him. And everyone, like, just happy that people are going to keep it clean. I know the 77, I got some respect for him. He said he wasn't going to move me or dump me, so that goes a long way. I'll remember that and race everyone clean. And just, that's about it. Just happy it's over. I can go drink a beer.
Absolutely, man. Well, thanks again, and congratulations on your win. And we'll see you back on track here very soon. Okay, buddy?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. You have a good night. All right. So there we go. There's our big winner. Cole Snyder brings home the checkered flag tonight in a thrilling green-white checkered finish here at Phoenix. I want to thank all of you for being a part of the race and watching. Please like, subscribe, share. We'll be back on air tomorrow night as well. And then also what I got to do here real quick is I got to give you the rundown. We got to have the rundown. So we're going to take this over to the finish of the race, which I believe went long. Yep. So we got to wait till everything. So we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's our finishing shot. Great job. So let's bring up the standings for tonight's race. There we go. There's our results. Cole Snyder with the win. Noah Milne second. Kyle Heath third. Chase McGuire brings it home fourth, and Zachary Meredith fifth. So top five for the Cheesy Designs. All three of them great runs by all those drivers. Todd Smith brings it home P6. He was super fast, got the pole, looked like he was going to be a terror tonight. A little bit of strategy and just the way things go with this track and how this race played out. He was able to get 6 tonight. Joshua O'Brien with a P7. Congrats to Josh. He had some troubles tonight, was able to rebound for a good finish. Andrew Groves, we saw have a really rough start with a couple of incidents early in the race that weren't of his doing. He just got caught up in stuff. Was able to bring home a top 10 in P8. Daniel Butler was even 2 laps down at one point in this race, gets P9. Ben Summerford brings it home in 10th. And when I was looking at drivers talking to Nolan earlier, he was one of 3 drivers that didn't use their fast repair tonight. Shout out to Nolan. The 83 is Zachary Meredith, and the 2 of Ben Summerford. No fast repairs used tonight for those drivers. Logan Boone brings it home 11th. Ivan Deschamps in 12th. Edwin James in 13th. We got Patrick in the 87. He's going to come home in 14th. Aaron 15th. Nicholas in 16th. Jareth in 17th. Trevor brings it home 18th. And then as we go through the rest of the standings, we're going to have Mark in 19th, Michael in 20th, Taylor in 21st, and Douglas in 22nd. Those drivers did not finish the race. But nonetheless, great run tonight. Great race and really good sportsmanship shown by a lot of drivers there at the end where, these guys are learning and getting to race with each other for the first couple times. And so you got to get to know everybody and try to build those relationships on track. So that way you know how everybody races. So great event and great, well done. Congrats to Cole on a heck of a drive. Way to win tonight's race. And then we'll be back on Friday nights. We are off for I think it's the next 2 weeks, if I recall correctly. Yeah, we're off the next 2 weeks due to some scheduling conflicts, so we won't be back on Friday nights until March 13th. We'll be at Gateway for the Tide 150. So a couple Friday nights off, but in the meantime, we still will have our Thursday night series in the next gens, and then starting tomorrow night, season 6 of the Gen 6 Saturday Night Showdown series kicks off with the next gen or the Gen 6 cars at Auto Club, and those will be happening over the next couple weeks. But ARCA is going to have a couple weeks off here. I know we just got going, but we're going to get a couple weeks off here early, and then we're going to have a pretty long run. So thank all of you for being a part of it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys back here on Friday night in a couple weeks. Other than that, we'll be back on air tomorrow night right around 8:30 p.m. Eastern with Edwin in the booth as we start the Gen 6 season. Y'all have a great night. Thanks again, and congrats again to Cole Snyder, her big winner tonight. Take care.